Hello and welcome to the start of a 6-game playthrough. This is going to be the start of my Final Fantasy series of playthroughs on the Pixel Remasters. So, now just for information, I've casually played through only Final Fantasy, and I only remember of memory how to get up to the game, how to get up to Provoker, and we're going to switch the music player to switch list to how do we do this? Do we go to options, configuration? There we go. I wanted to do that because I like older music. Anyway, new game. So we're doing warrior, we are doing a second warrior, we are doing a monk, and a red mage. Because why not? And I should have clicked Y. Basically, I'm not naming these guys, I'm doing suggested names. Right. No, stop it. Okay, we'll have you, but we'll have Morgan, why not? No. Frankie. Conrad, why not? Oh, we should go with, Loris. And there we go. We're done. Start. Now, I only know how to get up to Provoker, but I'll start telling you what I've done recently. So, I have been, of course, watching The Simpsons. So, while this all starts, I've been watching Simpsons. Episodes 9, 10 and 11. Now, episode 9 of season 5 is so good, because Homer, basically, because Mr. Burns is sexist, he doesn't hire any female workers, so he's forced to hire at least one female worker, and he hires someone called Mindy Simmons, who seems to be like your average worker. She also has a university degree, all that stuff. The next thing we know, however, she's eating donuts in the same way Homer would. Basically, she's a complete mimic of Homer, straight down to also having ADHD, which is quite funny and quite interesting that she's the next to mimic of him. And then they also go to Capital C at one point to represent the power plant, and Mindy gets the impulsive idea to go and order room service. They order far too much room service and just order loads and loads of food. It's nuts how much food they order. Anyway, and that's that one. Springfield with a dollar sign, episode 10. That's the one where Springfield legalizes gambling and Marge becomes a gambling addict, which is quite funny. It's random, that one. But the third one is where Homer starts a neighborhood watch group. Ned Flanders initially proposes the idea, but he don't have much experience, so they choose Homer instead, because Homer starts talking about impulsivity and all sorts. So they choose Homer instead. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, what I'll do is I'll make these episodes at least 20 to 30 minutes long, because I can save whenever I like. Anyway, this prophecy about the 4 warriors of light and the crystals, and his daughter needs rescuing. Alright. Oh, great. Basically, a knight has betrayed them, and he's mighty powerful as well. Bagala's the finest swordsman in the kingdom. We're not who could match him. I've heard that you wish to journey to a continent on North. Yeah, right. That's Provoker. Okay. Hold up. Click. Click. Oh no, we don't click that one. Basically, if I click the left stick, that makes the default speed to go to running. Configuration. We want to go to boost. 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 Where's boost? Got boost. And we're turning this up to the max. Make it 4. Anyway, because I don't edit, of course, if we get too many encounters, there we go, got an encounter. Goblin. So oh, we missed it, good. Anyway, next thing I want to talk about. I've also, with a friend of mine, been watching Only Fools and Horses. Because this friend is into old comedies, you know, like old 80s, 90s, no, not 90s, 80s and 70s comedies. So, I'll get all the way up to at least level 5 before I fight Garland. Oh! Ack! Come on, come on. Right, go on. I know what we need to do. We need to unequip a monk. We need to unequip a monk because the monk is stupidly powerful without any equip. Actually, if we let's just remove all from monk, and there we go. By literally taking everything off of them. Maybe we should go back and click that one to get the encounter off. Good. Anyway, about Only Fools and Horses. I've watched all of season 1, and I've started series 2. Anyway, there is this funny moment. One of the more memorable ones is where Del Boy decides he is going equip you with a rapier. Equip you with a rapier. Now equip you and equip you with a rapier. Anyway, we can now sell the knives. Anyway, but about Only Fools and Horses. What else? So that. But anyway, I'm gonna try and make some good progress, but like the next thing is the sell the clothes. But anyway, so basically there's one episode where they decide, well, Del Boy decides to go and make this London tour or whatever, something like that, and he's gonna go, well, here's this big thing, and he says about the elephant and castle. Let's just talk about, because like I'm not making much progress at the moment. I want to make some progress. But anyway, he says about the Elephant and Castle, and says about how Richard the Lionheart or something. And the funny joke comes along as that of with Richard the Lionheart, what happens is quite funny person. I'll go up to at least level 5, so like next level. Oh, it's right. Oh! Good grief. Don't. Oh, one down. Take that quick. Anyway, they try going round. Oh, I don't want that. Go away. So I got the annoying thing here. There, better. But anyway, they then decide, they try waiting on the bus, and no one comes. Meanwhile, Delboy is talking about how he's going to tell them about Sherlock Holmes and where he lives. And Rodney corrects him that Sherlock Holmes was fictional. Which personally is quite funny. But anyway, next thing that they decide to do is, Delboy also says about something even more funny, like, he says about Richard the Lionheart and how the Elephant and Castle came to be, how Richard the Lionheart saw some elephants or something, and then he also says, and they found the castle on, they saw the elephants on the way to the castle, so they named it the Elephant and Castle. Man, am I sweating warm. Sorry, there's a bit of a heat wave at the moment, so, I'm real warm. Oh! Gah! That's annoying. Right, we'll at least try and beat Garland. I know I haven't done much, and I know I don't edit, but like, man. Where is that priest? I swear there's a... So I'm kind of annoyed here because it's like, I thought that would work. No, it did not work. Please. Yes, revive. Good. See, I thought that would work, forgetting that the church priest revives. The church priest kind of person. Anyway, other than that, Delboy, well, the granddad goes, but how did they know it was an elephant? And Delboy says something that could be considered a bit rude to religious people. And then says, and then says, granddad, an elephant's up, elephant. And as in like, oh, you've got to be kidding me, come on. Okay, fine, let's, I'm annoyed now, because it's like, I keep, to a degree, this isn't really going very well, it's kind of being a bit inefficient and stuff, you know, but anyway, the next thing, anyway, Big Bang, that's it, Big Bang Theory. I started watching the Big Bang Theory with my family, and, I've watched, like, the first 4 episodes, so, the first 4 episodes are good, like, honestly, they are good. But like, it's interesting, Sheldon is an interesting character personally, because most people know that Sheldon could be seen as autistic. I also randomly found out that Sheldon also has ADHD, so it's like, it comes along as very interesting because the autism is like the more noticeable one, but then you'll also see like the points of where the ADHD comes into play, like when for example, when he cleans up Penny's room, that's started off by the autism, but then the actual breaking in to Penny's room at midnight is done completely by impulse, in the sense of, that was an impulsive decision. Please, finally, yes, good. Oh, ambush, brilliant. Oh, don't start being annoying. There. Goodbye. Anyway, Big Bang Theory, like, another... Oh, here we go. Stop it. There we go. But, like... Anyway, what else happens? I'm gonna raise him up to level 6. Oh, good grief. Anyway, what else happens? 16 minutes, right, and we just got through a little thing. But anyway, episode 4, basically with Sheldon, it's interesting because how it works, it goes along the lines of there's a very interesting gimmick with Sheldon where, because of how chaotic the ADHD side of his mind is, the awesome literally builds a structure that the ADHD side needs to stop it from just being driven completely by impulse and just doing all sorts of other things. Like, for example, like, episode 4 is a great example of that. Basically, the structure is Sheldon's job at university, right? So, he says he's better than his boss, calling himself an actual real scientist, and insults his boss. Genuinely does. But anyway, what then happens is he gets fired, of course. That structure is literally just gone. So yeah, you see half his mind. Right, we're about to fight oh, no, we're not. Quick save. Save. Gone. We're about to fight Garland. So the king will have no choice but to exchange the kingdom for his daughter life. Cornelia will be mine. Who's there? The king's lapdogs. Do you have any idea who you're messing with? You easily think that you have what it takes to cross swords with me? Very well. I, Garland, will knock you all down. And we get into a boss fight. So anyway, what? Oh, okay. So what happens? Oh, good grief! I forgot how hard the monk hits. We'll probably beat him quick. Yep, we beat him quick, alright. Anyway, what else happens is after that structure's gone for Sheldon, he just gets driven purely by just impulse. Like, literally just wild impulse. Just like, he starts messing around with eggs. And then it transitions into, glow-in-the-dark fish bowls and stuff like that. The fish that's going dark. And, weaving things. And, they get Leonard and the rest get his mother involved. Anyway, you've come to rescue me. I'm Sir, Princess of Cornelia. Words could never be enough to thank you. That's the first time anyone's defeated Garland. You must allow me to show my gratitude. Please accompany me to Castle Cornelia. Anyway, what happens is they get Sheldon's mother involved in this. Like, yeah. So, I will abridge the enough as I promised. I pray that you succeed in restoring light to the four crystals and to the world. And then... Anyway, wait just a moment. I don't know what the loot does. the time I did this before, I don't know if it's an extra side quest or something. But like, I don't know if it's an extra side quest or something. But when I played this game before, I found that the loot did nothing personally. Anyway, with Sheldon, what happens then is he then goes and his mother tells this story about one thing happened in Sheldon's past in his childhood. Basically, he wanted to build like a nuclear reactor or something, and the government took that away. So he then built what he called a sonic death ray. This was basically his fancy name for a machine that basically emitted a very high pitched sound wave. So high, ultra frequency high pitch that it was immune, that people can't hear it. Anyway, what then happened? So he eventually like comes round to it and stuff, but like that's what happens. But I think crossing Cornelia will be like the end of this one, because as I said, 20 to 30 minutes, because I can save at any time, and I know it's took a long time to do just one simple thing, but and I'm kind of sorry about that. I didn't mean for it to take this long. But anyway, after this happens, and we cross the next thing, and we cross to the next, then we cross the other side of the bridge, I'm going to save and end the video. And so the quest began as the 4 warriors of light. They felt overwhelmed by the great task destiny placed before them. They neither know the true significance of the 4 crystals they held in their hands. The crystals that once, long ago, held a light that shone so brilliantly. The time for their journey had come. The time to cast off the veil of darkness and bring the world once more into light. Anyway, I really like these because like these are very easily accessible ways for people like me, in the sense of like a younger generation who might not have experienced the olden NES games and like the older ports to experience these games, especially with all the quality of life improvements like the 4 times as much gear and 4 times as much to experience game per battle. Anyway, casually, I've only played this game once, and I have not played any of the other 4 games. But this will be near the end of the episode. I will save complete, and that is the end of the episode. But I'll just quickly check that it's saved. Sorry that this seems long, but yeah, I'll try and cancel and save again, and then we're done. But and this is kind of late for me recording, but that is going to be the end of the first episode. Goodbye.